Hey guys, Josh here, and in today's video I'm going to be taking a first look at Len Island. So Len Island is a survival, building, farming, exploration game that is currently in early access. So the early access started on November 26th, so just a few days ago, and I've actually been following the development of this game for quite some time, and I was really excited for it, and unfortunately I didn't have the time to play until now. So I just got this game on Steam for $28.99 Canadian dollars. I believe it's $24.99 USD. So I do find this a little bit expensive for an early access game. However, in this video, we're gonna find out if it's worth it or if maybe you should wait a little bit more. So yeah, let's start and take a look at this game. So the first thing you pick in this game is the control scheme. So you can either move with WASD or the mouse, which is what the developer recommends. And eventually there's going to be controller support. So I think we're going to go for the mouse controls. So Len is the main character in this game, right? You'll be able to customize him a little bit, I believe. So let's say he's from Zengard City. And you can choose between masculine or feminine. So we're going to go with masculine. Does Len wear shoes? Oh, you can't wear any shoes in this game. So yeah, you get a few different, like 3 or 4 different haircuts. And then you can pick some basic hair colors and then some clothes. Alright, so it's definitely a very rudimentary, very basic character customization, but I think it's good enough. And let's get started. Alright, so when you start, you just arrive on this island. So in order to move, you just pretty much hold the right click and yeah, Len is gonna run to the destination, and if you do left click, you're gonna use whatever tool you have equipped. So now I have a sword, so there is some fighting in this game. Alright, so it looks like we have a pretty interesting inventory system. So you can only have 4 tools at a time, and if you remove them from your hotbar, they're actually gonna go in your chest right here. So you have to take them back here. So that's quite limited for the tools, but if you open your backpack here, you can see that all of your resources are here, and all of your food and farming things and all of your building materials. So all of that doesn't really take that much space in your inventory. Like, you don't need to really manage the inventory for that. But yeah, for the tools themselves, you can only have 4 tools at a time, and I'm assuming maybe later on you can expand this, I'm not too sure. So let's try to chop down some small tree at first. Oh, time each attack to trigger a critical hit for more damage. You can deal more damage timing your hits instead of holding down to auto hit. Time your next swing when you see the crit circle expanding. Click during the crit window to trigger a critical hit and deal bonus damage for landing critical hits. So that's interesting. I think it's my first time to see a game where you can see it's working when you just need to wait for the little circle to appear, and you're gonna deal more damage to the tree. So I like that this adds some kind of depth to the resource gathering, which is usually pretty basic in most games. And this game does look very good so far. I feel like the character is maybe a little bit basic. I feel like he doesn't have a face or anything. Maybe it's just a artistic decision, I'm not too sure, but the environments look so good. Look at this water and the animation, like when you walk in the water, that's so good. But yeah, the water looks pretty good. Oh, you can even swim. I don't know if you can do some diving for resources, but I don't think there's too much in the water for now. But yeah, I'm surprised you can swim even in early access, because I know this game has been in development for so many years, and I think it's gonna take a few years still before the full release. Oh, and maybe we can try to do some mining. So I'm assuming this is just some regular stone. And once again, you can do critical hits for this if you get the timing right. So if I do regular hits, I deal 6 of damage. But if I do a critical, it's 9. So it does do a pretty good difference. And yeah, so I think that's just regular stone. And it seems like there are some trees, some bushes. I mean, I think I might have to use my little sword. Actually, it's probably more a knife than a sword. Next, we can collect some kind of grass and flowers. And I'm assuming this is... Oops. I'm assuming you'll have to repair this bridge eventually. So In this game, there is a construction system, so you have to build your own house. And yeah, you can also, there's gonna be some farming, so I'm looking forward to trying all of that, and hopefully I can find a way back to the land. Okay, all right, let me see. There's some, I don't know if that's a seashell or something. There's a little something pink here, but I don't think I can pick it up. So I'm not too sure where to go right now, and as far as I know, there's no map or anything. So I'm not too sure where to go. Okay, so actually for the inventory, at least for now, there's a maximum of 150 of each resource that you can gather. So as you can see, I have 150 pieces of wood right now. So if I try to pick up more wood, it just tells me that my inventory is full for the wood. So what I'm gonna try to do, since I don't have any chest or anything to put that wood in, actually workbench, bed, and the other things are locked, so I don't know if there's any way to craft some kind of chest for the resources for now. So I'm just gonna use the resources, and I found this area, so it's kind of like there's a big beach, so I think it does look pretty good. And then there's a little foresty area and a little river, and if you go down there, it seems like there's some kind of ruins or something, so we're gonna check that out later. But I think I can probably build a little cabin here, so I'm gonna start by, oh, actually for the foundation I need some, I'm not too sure what resource is that. I need limestone. So limestone's found near the water's edge, used for foundation crafting and decoration. So I'm gonna have to find some limestone before I can, actually I'm not too sure where to find, oh maybe it's this one right here. Oh yes, I think that's what it is. So I'm just gonna take my pickaxe. So I'm gonna collect some limestone, and then I'm gonna start building a house. And also there's a hunger system, so if you look at the bottom here, it goes down pretty quickly, so I'm gonna have to eat something. But first I want to see what happens if you don't eat, so I'm just gonna let it go down to 0, and hopefully I don't just die instantly. But yeah, I want to show you what happens when you're hungry. And I got 33 limestone just by destroying that thing there, so I think you can gather it pretty quickly. Alright, so let's start building, and I'll place down some foundation. And it looks like we have quite a lot of freedom in terms of placement. I'm just gonna move my character out of the way, actually. So let's just go over here, and it's getting kind of dark right now. I hope you guys can still see. And I think the game pauses actually when you're in building mode. So I'm just gonna try to make something simple. Oh, maybe I should rise this, because as you can see, the ground has different levels. It's not completely flat, so I don't know if I can move something. Oh, so actually if you click on an item, you can recycle it and resources are refunded. Oh, you can change it to a different type of foundation. So I'm just gonna recycle it, and now I'm gonna try this again, but I'm just gonna make it a little bit higher so I don't have any issues. And maybe we can, I'm not too sure where to place it. I'm sure I'm gonna find a better place for a base later on, but I think I can start with something like this, just like 4 little things, and then some walls all around like this. And I like how everything is like snapping together, and everything's like super quick and easy to build. So I like this, because sometimes in these types of games the building is kind of very clunky and difficult to use, but I think it's gonna be pretty easy here. And I just want to, oh, maybe my character is in the way, or maybe I don't have, oh yeah, I'm gonna need a little bit more wood. I just want to make like a little porch, a little balcony. Also, I don't know if there's a way to plant trees, so I'm chopping all of these trees, but I don't know if they're gonna grow back by themselves or if I have to plant them. I'm not too sure how that works exactly, and I'm not too sure why it's not letting me build here. Oh, I think, oh, I got it. It's because there is a little bush here, so I'm just gonna get rid of this, and then like this. Alright, so that looks pretty good. So now I need to make something with a door like this. Oh, actually I should have, okay, to make windows I'm gonna need some glass, so hopefully we can get glass pretty soon. Oh, there is actually an item for the balcony. Oh, I wish I had seen that before. Anyway, it's okay, we were gonna have a big porch And let's place some fences. Yeah, I love how quick and easy this is. And just some stairs here. So just like this. So maybe I can just do something very, very simple, kind of like this. And that's pretty much it. So it's kind of crazy to think I was able to build a little cabin in pretty much like 1 minute. And I like that when you go inside, the walls are kind of disappearing and the roof as well. So you can really see what you're doing inside, except that it's very dark, so you can't really see. But yeah, I like how things disappear to let you see through them. Yeah, so we get a little idea of how the building system works. And yeah, I really love how easy it is to build something in this game. And of course, that's a very basic cabin. But you guys can imagine that once you have more resources and a little bit more experience with the game, you can definitely build some really cool stuff. I can already think about like building a second floor. I know that's going to be super easy and quick. I'm just going to have to remove the roof and then I can make a second floor right away. But for now, I want to have a bed. So once again, very easy to make. You don't need a lot of resources. Oh, and you can even put the furniture in diagonal. So that's pretty nice. And like, it's not on a grid, right? So you can really put it wherever you'd like in your house, like this. And maybe tomorrow I can try to make a workbench. And we're gonna check out the farming. But for now, let's just go to sleep. Alright, so it's now the next day. And let's take a look at our hunger. So I'm very hungry now. And actually my health is going down. As you can see, it's going down very quickly. And I really love the lighting. Look at this sunset. Well, you can't really see the sunset, but you can see on the beach, like the color of the sand is so beautiful because of the lighting. So I'm gonna try it. Oh, actually I do have some blueberries, right? So let's eat some blueberries. Okay, so we just eat them like this. And I'm not too sure where I found them, but my hunger went from 0 to 43 by eating like 3 or 4 blueberries. So one thing that's good is that it seems like your hunger goes back up pretty easily, which is something I really appreciate because I have been playing other games with hunger systems where you really always have to make sure you have a lot of food and you need to eat so many things in order to survive. But it seems like here it's pretty easy. As you can see, I just got so many more blueberries and now my hunger is back to like 99. So I think like the survival element, maybe there's going to be some different difficulty levels, but I think for now it's quite manageable, which I like because it allows you to focus on other things, right? And here you have these kind of ruins. So I'm not too sure if there's anything. Yeah, I'm not too sure if there's anything you can do with that. But I know that in this game, there is fighting and there is going to be some exploration. So there are some caves you can explore. Oh, well, here it is, I think. So let's check this out. So there is a loading screen when you go inside the cave. There's also one loading screen when you load your save file. But I think pretty much everything else is kind of open world. So there's not too many loading screens in this game. And they're pretty quick as well. There's a little chest here. Oh, so this is your tool chest. So once again, as I said at the beginning of the video, in this game, you can only have like 4 tools. So it's convenient to have access to your chest here. Oh, use air rolls to jump over long distance. So let's just run and jump and roll. Oh, okay. So there is some kind of platforming elements in this game. So let's try this again. So jump and roll like this. And that was not too bad. And I'm sure I'm gonna have a torch at some point in this game, but it is very, very dark. So I just hope you guys can see something. Look at this. Look at this waterfall in the cave. Like the sounds. It just sounds so realistic, right? Oh, and there's something here. What's that? Oh, I think... Oh. Like, I can't see what I'm doing. I can't see what I'm fighting, but I'm fighting some sort of something blue. I have no idea what that was. There's a chest here with some fruit. Also, I think there is a town in this game. I don't know if it's already available from the early access, but there's gonna be a town with some shops. So you're not completely by yourself in this world. And it seems like there's really quite a lot to see in this cave. It seems like it's pretty big and that I'm gonna get lost. Oh, and we get our first enemy encounter. Oh, maybe that's the thing I beat up the first monster. I don't know if it's the same monster. No, I think this one's probably stronger. And yeah, let's try to beat this guy. And there it is. It was not too bad. And yeah, it's really... Oh, no, there's a big spider. No, I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh, okay. It's not too bad. And you get some material when you beat up the enemies. So you get Dark Essence, a dark and evil substance found from enemies, powerful and dangerous. So I'm curious to know what we're gonna be able to do with this. And also I need to get salvaged metal to build my workbench. So I really hope I can find... Oh, actually found within barrels and throughout abandoned caves. And there are some barrels here. So hopefully I can find some salvage metal here. Yes, I got a few. So I'm gonna try to get enough stuff to build a workbench, and then we can check out the crafting system. Also, I really wish there was a way to kind of fast travel or leave the cave instantly, because I'm definitely kind of getting lost in here. Alright, so I'm gonna go back home, and as you can see, I managed to get a lot of stone, a lot of coal, and some salvage metal, as well as some sapphire. Alright, so now I'm able to make the workbench, so I'm gonna place it in my cabin. So actually it gives you access to your tool chest, which is pretty convenient. So first, it looks like you can learn some more complex building elements, such as a bay window, circular window, and a gate, which I didn't have before. So if you learn them, after that, I think maybe you can build them right away from here. Oh yes, so you will have access to them in the building mode. So you have to learn them first from the workbench. Then you can just build them wherever you are. And let's see what else we can do with the workbench. So you can learn some refinery. Uses steam to grind down large minerals into little bits, so you can sift out all sorts of precious metals and gems. You can make a fireplace, some decor item, bookshelf. Oh, lamp. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. So it seems like you always need some salvage metal to learn new things. And so that's that. And you can also upgrade the level of your workbench, which requires quite a lot of resources. You can also learn new weapons. So you've got a spear, a sword, a scythe, a shield, battle axe. So it looks like there's going to be quite a lot of different types of weapons. Iron axe. Oh, and a torch. I really need that actually. So I'm just going to need to get some more fibers, which are easy to find. And a watering can. So we're going to need that for farming. And I think that's probably the next thing we can do. I'm just going to gather some resources. I'm going to go to sleep, get some more resources, and we can check out how the farming works. Alright, so for farming, the first thing you got to do is build the wood frame farm. So, oh, these are a lot bigger than I thought they would be. And actually you can snap them to your buildings. But I think I'm going to build one on the ground right here, like this. And also you can build a well, which is used as a water source, but I do have the ocean right here, so I can probably use the water from here. So next, you just click on the little garden and you can pick from all the seeds that you've collected. So maybe we can plant some blueberries and some rose. So you can plant 9 seeds per little garden. And next, we're gonna have to build a watering can. So actually, to do that, we're just gonna take a look here. So I need some iron shards, which in order to get iron shards, if I'm not wrong, I maybe need to make a refinery. So I'm just gonna go back to the mine and get more salvage metal so I can learn how to build this. By the way, one interesting thing to note is that I think that in the caves, things don't necessarily spawn back every day. So the ores and like the stone and everything I got on the first day are not here anymore. And the barrels, also the barrels that I got at first, are not necessarily here again. So I don't know if they're gonna spawn back after a few days or I don't know. And there's a light here, which I'm not too sure. Oh, I just put some coal in it. Oh, so you can put some coal in these lights and it's gonna light them up. Oh, and you can repair. Okay, you know what? Let's repair. Oh, wow, look at this animation. So, oh my gosh, and I don't have too much health. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Ah! So let's see what happens when you die. So it looks like in these caves you do have areas that you have to repair to gain access to more areas. And okay, so I'm back home. I think I have everything I had. Okay, so I think there's not too much consequences for dying. My health is still low, it's like at 60. And I'm getting kind of hungry, so I'm just gonna get some more blueberries. And hopefully I can get some water before this thing, before my plants die. And I think the trees grow back automatically on your farm because I think, yeah, this tree is brand new, so maybe it's every day. Also, this clay is brand new as well. So I'm assuming it's maybe the same in the caves. Things will just pop up kind of randomly every few days. And I think, yeah, I can probably get some stuff actually in these barrels. Oh yeah, I got a lot of salvage metal. So I think I might need to get a better weapon before I go in the caves because as you saw, like these monsters were kind of harsh. So yeah, I'm just gonna get some better weapon. Oh, what's this? Bridge closed. So maybe it's not available in this version of the game, but this is probably some bridge you're gonna be able to repair. Oh, maybe this is what's gonna lead you to the city, right? Yeah, I don't think the city is available in the game right now. Also, one thing I wanted to point out, which I think, oh, I think this looks so good. The environments just look so good in this game. But one thing I wanted to point out, which I think is quite important to note for early access games, is that so far everything in this game feels so polished. Oh, I got some glass. So how you get glass is just by picking up some glass bottles on the beach. But yeah, what I'm saying is that this game feels very polished. I don't know how much content there is so far. I'm not sure how long you can play before you kind of hit a wall and you're not too sure what to do next. But everything you can do in the game so far feels very polished and well done. So that's a really, really good thing. And there's a little shack here. And this is an abandoned fishing shack. Once a perfect residence for an experienced fisher, hasn't been lived in for many years. With some love and care, this shack could be home to a fishing friend one day. Oh, so maybe you're gonna have to kind of invite people to move on your little island, and yeah, build some stuff for them. Alright, so now I'm gonna learn how to make a refinery like this. And next I'm gonna build one. Oh, actually I need 35 salvage metal. So the salvage metal is definitely a resource which you will need a lot of in this game. So every time you see a barrel, make sure you destroy it to get any salvage metal you can get. Alright, so today I'm gonna craft myself a beautiful little torch, and hopefully it's gonna make exploring the caves a little bit more enjoyable. And oh yeah, it's gonna be in my inventory here. So I'm gonna remove my axe because I don't think I'll be cutting any wood or needing an axe in the caves. And I'm gonna keep my blueberries for eating. And yeah, actually you can't have, oh yes, you can have your torch and your weapon at the same time. And I'm not sure if the torch is gonna, I don't know how long the torch is gonna last. But yeah, I guess we'll find out. So let's check the cave again. So the torch definitely makes quite a big difference in terms of visibility. So yeah, that's pretty good. I'm gonna keep it on, and I'm gonna try to go to where I died yesterday. And oh yeah, as you can see, barrels do reappear, but maybe it's just not every day. And I'm gonna try to go kind of slowly and just attract them one by one instead of attacking everybody at the same time. And hopefully it goes a little bit better than yesterday. Alright, so that's 2 of them. And Let's see. Then we got these little spiders, which are not too hard to beat. And then we've got a lot of stones. And there's definitely a lot of monsters in these caves, and I'm not gonna last very long without a better weapon or a shield. So if you don't like combat and you just want to do some farming and building, maybe just keep in mind that there is quite a lot of combat in this game, and you will have to go through combat if you want to get like all the resources for building and you want to make some progress in the game. So just keep that in mind. And here we got some tricky platforming. I'm not too sure what happens if you fall down, but yeah, and I'm not too sure how I'm gonna go back home. But yeah, there's more and more monsters the further you progress in the mines. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it out of here alive. Oh, and I think the monsters actually spawn from these things, so you gotta destroy these things if you don't want more monsters to spawn. And yeah, I'm completely lost right now. I'm just gonna try to get some more resources before I die. And I'm just gonna kind of let myself die, I think, because I don't think there's any chance I can survive this. Yeah, like the caves are really, really big. Oh my gosh, look at this. There's so many monsters. But the caves are really, really big. I think it's probably gonna take a while before like I can explore everything. Alright, so I'm back home now. Yeah, I'm not sure if the torch is infinite, but it definitely does last for a little while. And okay, hopefully now I have enough for the refinery. No, I only have 13 salvaged metal out of 35. So I'm just gonna go again, try to find some barrels near the beach. Oh, and I just found this area, so you just jump through these stones from the little island you start on, and if you go here you get this other island, and there are some big big monsters which I'm not I was gonna say which I'm gonna try not to attract, but that didn't work. But there are lots of barrels here. Oh, lots of chests, lots of stuff, and there's a little kind of temple kind of thing, which I'm pretty sure there must be something to do here. I'm gonna try. Yeah, I wanna. Oh, these guys destroyed the chest for me, so that's pretty good. I can just loot everything. So I'm just gonna stand around the chest, let them open the chest for me, and the barrels. I'm gonna let them do the hard work. I'm gonna collect everything and just go back home. I dare not try to actually fight these guys. And now I'm gonna go back home, and hopefully they can't go in the water, but that's what we're about to see. Yeah, they can't go out of their little island, fortunately. So I'm now at 30 salvaged metal, so I almost have enough to make a refinery. Also, there's another bridge to repair here, so I'm gonna repair that and see. Oh, there's actually another. You gotta repair 2 bridges. So you know what? I'm gonna go get some more wood and fibers. One thing I like about this game so far is that there is definitely a sense of exploration. There is a lot to discover. The map seems quite big so far. And yeah, there are lots of areas to unlock and like bridges to repair that are gonna give you access to new areas. And in these new areas, you're gonna get new types of monsters and resources. So that's definitely something I'm looking forward to while playing this game a little bit more. Alright, so let's repair the second bridge. And ooh, maybe I should move to this little house. That looks pretty cute. There's even a second floor, like a little rooftop kind of balcony thing. And yeah, I feel like maybe I could repair this house and make something very cute here. But for now, let's go home and I'm gonna build my refinery. And now let's build our refinery. Finally, this was a pretty long, pretty tough thing to build. And it seems like you cannot build like in the wild, maybe because it's not like flat. So I'm gonna place it here on my balcony because it's a really big thing. So let's do this. So we need to put some fuel. So I'm gonna put some coal, and I'm gonna put pretty much everything I have here and light this up, and let's see how that goes. Alright, so I've got some iron shards, I've got some glass. I can finally make my watering can. And so we're gonna go in our toolbox, put the watering can here. And it's been a few days, right? And my crops are still, like, they're not growing. They're still... Oops, I destroyed it by accident. Okay, let me plant something else. Yeah, so I don't think your plants are gonna die if you can't water them for some reason. So that's good to know. Maybe it's just because it's early access. Yeah, so just press W and it waters everything just like this. So yeah, that's pretty straightforward and pretty quick to water everything. As you can see, the one I just planted today actually didn't grow as much as the other ones. So maybe I'm gonna see you guys in a few days and we can harvest everything. Alright, so it's now been a couple of days, and as you can see, I've decorated my house a little bit. So I've added a little rug, a little table, and some chairs, and I've also added some windows. And as I said earlier, one feature that is in this game is that you can recycle some items. So I was able to just remove the previous walls and get back all of the wood that I used to make these walls and just put these windows instead. So I didn't lose any resources while doing this. So that's very, very convenient. And I've also added a little plant here, and if you go outside, another plant there. So one thing I really enjoy is the decoration and like building system in this game. I'm looking forward to like having more items and just more resources to be able to build more things. But I feel like they really nailed the building system. Everything is so easy and simple, and yeah, that's really good. And as you can see here, my plants are sparkling, and I'm just gonna water these ones right here. Oh, so my watering can is empty. So when your watering can is empty, actually you just need to walk into the water like this and it fills it up automatically. So I'm just gonna water these like this. So when they're sparkling, I think you can just click on them and harvest them. So you get all of the resources and then you can plant them again. So that's very, very convenient, especially for the blueberries, so I can eat and survive. And if you look in the inventory, you can see here, so there's going to be bananas, pumpkin, watermelon, passion fruit, and grapes. So there's like 6 different crops plus wheat and some flowers. So there's going to be quite few different things to harvest, but for now I can only find blueberries and these different flowers. I've also got some coins. I have 17 coins here, but once again I'm not too sure where I can spend them. Maybe I'm gonna have to find access to some kind of town or something. So before I end this video, I just want to go over a few things that I really like about this game and a few things that I'm maybe more skeptical. So one thing I really like, as I said many times, is the construction system. The building system is very fun. Another thing that I like is just how beautiful this game looks. Like the environment is so colorful and there's really a lot of attention to detail. As you can see, like the water, like the little waves and like the trees moving around with the wind and the grass, and everything just looks super polished. And that's my other thing that I really like about this game, is that even though there's maybe not that many different things you can do for now, I didn't encounter any bugs, and it does seem like everything that is in the game right now is well polished and it's working well, and there's no like major issues with that. And that's one thing, sometimes with early access games you get so many bugs, but it seems like it's not the case here. So it is definitely playable. If you want a playable experience, maybe you can get the early access and enjoy this game. Now, a few points that I'm kind of gonna keep an eye on and I hope they improve on, or maybe it's just too early to tell. But in the caves, I was getting lost, and I wish there was an easy way to just like get out of the caves instantly, or maybe have some kind of map. Maybe it's something that's gonna be there in the future. And another thing is, it's still early, as I said, but I'm not sure how much stuff there's gonna be to do in the game. For now, the gameplay loop is interesting, just gathering resources and like building a bigger house and upgrading your tools and like getting some interesting items, exploring new areas. So there's already quite some stuff to do. I feel like there's probably going to be some more stuff in the final release, right? So just keep in mind that this game currently is $24.99 USD, $28.99 Canadian dollars, and it's definitely not a full experience. It's definitely an early access game, and there's maybe not that many different things to do, but it is still well polished and it is fun. So I think if you've been looking forward to this game for a while and you're just too excited about it, then I'd say just give it a go and go get the early access and enjoy it. However, if you've never heard of this game and you already have so many other games to play, then in that case I would recommend maybe you should just wait until there is maybe a little bit more to do and the game is a little bit more complete, and I think you will enjoy it more at that time. So you can get the full experience. And when more updates come out for this game, I'm gonna make sure to cover them on this channel, so make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss that out. I'm gonna show you guys what's new in the game, and maybe I can stream it as well. I'm definitely gonna keep playing and building this little house. Next thing I want to do, I want to make a second floor, and I'm gonna expand my garden. I really want to plant a lot of blueberries so I don't have to worry too much about food. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you all in the next video.